Triple G is back with his biggest fight to date. Welcome into Making the Rounds. I'm Brian Campbell, alongside the undefeated middleweight title holder, Gennady Golovkin, here to promote the October 17th HBO pay-per-view showdown with David Lemieux. Gennady, thanks so much for joining us in Bristol.
Absolutely welcome anytime.
Look, this fight will take place at the world's most famous arena, your fourth appearance at Madison Square Garden, also your pay-per-view debut, Gennady. How much extra pressure is there on you considering this stage?
Oh, I don't feel, okay, of course, first of all, this is my pay-per-view fight. And thank you very much for my team. Thank you very much to my coach, to HBO special, it's an amazing time for me.
It's got to be important for you, though, to be on the pay-per-view stage, right?
Absolutely, yeah, very important, for my career, for my fans, for anybody.
Well, you talked about your coach, Abel Sanchez. When you and him break down this David Lemieux fight, what do you see in Lemieux as an opponent?
First of all, he's champion, he's IBF champion. He's dangerous guy, he's smart guy, I think it's a great fight for us. We'll have a lot of time for great performance and for a great show.
Well, business-wise, biggest fight of your career, but he might just be your toughest challenge. Do you think right now David Lemieux is the toughest challenge you've faced?
He's toughest, he's biggest fight for me, he's toughest challenger for me, yeah, absolutely.
One of Lemieux's keys, of course, is that he's one of the biggest punchers in boxing. But you, look, never been knocked down in over 400 fights as a pro and amateur. I've asked you multiple times, have you been buzzed? Have you been shaken? You always tell me no. What's the secret to your iron chin?
Oh, I don't know. It's my genetics. I think so. Thank you very much for my parents. Yeah, I never been knocked down.
Who is the opponent that has hit you the hardest, though, so far?
Ooh. I don't know.
That talk about an iron chin. All I can say to you is, you're serious? You're serious right now? Well, right. Gennady, the boxing calendar full with so many big-time matchups this fall, including that November bout between Miguel Cotto and Canelo Alvarez for the middleweight title. What's your prediction for how that fight will play out?
Wow, this is a great fight. Right now it's middleweight was very popular. I respect both. He's great champions. Canelo Alvarez, he's young, strong guy, and Miguel Cotto, he's great champions, he's WBC champions in middleweight division. Oh.
If you had to pick.
I don't know, 50-50 for me, it's true. And I think so, probably Canelo.
It's a good pick, the younger fighter in this matchup. Of course, a matchup, Gennady, that everybody would like you to see you entering into is that Floyd Mayweather fight. We saw Mayweather in a recent interview with BoxingScene.com when he was asked about you. He says, quote, "I don't really know this guy. He's okay. I can't make 160, but I've seen him fight. He's straight up and down, no special effects," end quote. What's your response to what Mayweather said?
Floyd, he's number one. I champions 160, he's champions 154. Special for him, I won't go into 154. Special for him.
Well, what do you have to do in your eyes to convince Floyd to say, yes, I want to fight Golovkin?
Absolutely. Right now, my focus on David Lemieux. And after David, I'm very happy with him.
Fair enough, fair enough. Look, Gennady, in your opinion, though, why have so many big-name fighters been afraid to get in the ring with you?
Wow, that's a good question. A lot of great fighters, and yeah, it's business.
Just business. They don't want a taste of the serious drama show at this point, But let's look. You're undefeated, but in one area you did take a loss. Last month at the ESPY Awards, UFC champion Ronda Rousey beat you out for the voting of Fighter of the Year. I'm sure you've seen her fight in the UFC. Yeah. What do you like about her as a fighter?
I like watch her. She's amazing athlete. She's very pretty girl. I respect her.
Does she remind you of yourself at all in the way she takes the opponents out?
Oh, it's too hard for me.
Finally, Gennady, David Lemieux, if he's known for being a puncher, he's also known for that wild haircut. I got a question for you here. Will you consider stealing his haircut if you're victorious against him?
No. I'm a regular guy. And outside, inside the ring, I'm a different guy.
Gennady, thanks for the time. Best of luck to you on October 17th. For more on this big fight at the Garden, keep it locked to the boxing page here on ESPN.com. For Triple G, I'm Brian Campbell. Thanks for watching.
Thanks a lot.